Today we'll discuss about how to create a MVC application. So for that, what you need to do, go to Visual Studio. So here I'm using Visual Studio 2022. So this is our empty application which we have created yesterday. So I'm selecting same. So if you want to select new application, go to File, New Project. You can select ASP.NET MVC application and you can create. So now here, if you see, this is how we have a default folder structure we have. Okay. So now I want to create my own page. So let's start with the model. So as we discussed yesterday, I just want to create one login page here. Okay. So I'll just create a login. This is my model name. Okay. So here, what are the properties we need? Username and so which is a string and password. Login, username and password. This is my model, login model. Okay. So once model is created, now go to controller, create and controller. So I'm going to take empty controller for now, empty MVC controller, which is empty. So click on add. So what is controller name? Login controller. So this is my controller. Okay. So by default, it got created one action called index. So if you want to change it, you can change it. Sign in. So like this, I can create. So now, so I just want to create a view. How to create view? Right click, go to your controller action, right click, add view. So I am going to select razor view empty or razor view. So as of now, let's take razor view empty only. Click on add. So we'll see how to create manually. Okay. So now give the view name sign in.cshtml. Click on add. So we are not using scaffolding. We'll just creating manually. Let's learn manually first. Then next classes we will go with scaffolding part. Okay. So now here, so this is our model, which is your login model. So now we want to add, we need that model. Why we need that? To make it UI design. Okay. To use a view model, we need a model. How to write that model at model? So write your project name. What is your project name? MVC Core Web App. MVC Core Web App dot models dot what is your model? Login is your model. So now this login model is done. So after that, once model is created, now we are going to at HTML dot begin form. So here, if you see the intelligence it is supporting, this is called HTML helpers at HTML dot. Once we write the intelligence is supporting, that is called HTML helpers. Now here, if you want to see, so we are going to specify what is the method name, action name, controller name, and method. So what is action? So login is my action. What is the controller? Controller name also login. And what is method? Form method dot post. So or let's change the let's create one more action either with login name or let's keep with sign in name only. And here we'll create HTTP post. So we'll create post like this. So method name, I will change it to. So first is method name, then controller name. Controller name, nothing but your login controller. Okay, login controller I have specified here. So what is the form method dot post, which we are using here, HTTP post. So now here, so this is how we are going to write your logic inside this. So now here you have to write. So for example, I'll take a div. So inside div, for example, I'll give ID equals to my login form, or you can take form also. Login form, login div, login. So inside this, my div class equals to column md6 at html dot label for. So here you will use your lambda expression. So anything model employees model dot. So what is username? So label is done. Similarly, we have to add the text box to enter the value for the username. So instead of label for, I'll use text box for now. So after this, we need. So let's make one more div bootstrap design. This is, we'll discuss later about this. Okay, like this. Two divs we have inside a main row, one row. So here username and password. So and we need one more action. So I want one button in right side. I'll keep here. Login. ID equals to VTM login. So I will take one more button. So now, so here in the post action, we need login model. Login only, model name. So here we have to add the namespace. What is the namespace? MVC core dot models. This is project name dot models. So here we have the model. So now once you click on the submit, it will come here. So now button type I can mention type equals to submit. So and what is the another type? Type equals to button. So submit means it will do the form post. So on form post, this is the form which is going to submit to this action. In this controller, it will go to this action. So now, let me run my application. So now, what is your controller? Login. And what is your action? Sign in. So it will come to this action. So which is going to return the view. In this return view, what view it will show? Right click, go to view. It will show this view. Click on continue. So it came like this. So now the design is like this. So okay, we'll change it. So I want next by next. So now let's run it again. Login, sign in. It will show the view like this. Okay, if you want one after another, so how we have divided into like this. So now I want one after another. So let's remove this. Or let's take a table for now. Later we'll see. Table. We can divide into TR, table row, TD, table data. So first row, second row, third row. I'll make these two buttons. The bootstrap thing we'll see later. Now, so we have created a table like this. Now go and refresh this. So it's coming like this. Now, on click of login, for example, username, test, password, test. So password is visible now. Why? Because we didn't give any password character. That's why it is visible. So once you click on login, it is coming here. And if you see, whatever you have entered username, test, username and password, we could able to see this. So now what we need to do, we need to check those values in the database. Then we will be validating. So that is how the application will work. So now if you see, manually we are typing the URL. For that, I don't want manually. I need one menu. So where we have to create, go to underscore shared folder underscore layout.cshtml. Here, if you see at the end, home controller, we could able to see two actions like index privacy. Similarly, like I want to create my own another action. So what is this? Li list item. So for this, we have to add one class. Class equals nav item. This is the CSS class nav item. So and inside this, we'll use an anchor tag. So for this class nav link text dark ASP area empty. And what is the ASP controller? What is your controller? Login controller. So make sure that you have giving the characters correctly. If you give wrong, it won't work. Not may it won't work only. So what is the action? Sign in. So what is the text I want to display? Login menu text. Now let's run this. So this is our menu which we have added here. Underscore layout dot CSHTML. Whatever menu I have added, this is the menu which it is visible now. On click of login, it will go to the first action. It will return the view. It will render the view. So once you give the username admin, password admin 123 1234. Once you click on login, it will come here. So admin 123 is the password, admin is the username. So this is how it will work. So now, so here password is visible. I don't want this. How to do this? Go to sign up. Here, instead of text box for password for. So that's it. Okay. Now go on run this. So click on login. So click on continue. So admin password. Click on login. So we could able to see the value here. So now we got the value in the backend. So if you go and inspect this value, so if you see value is visible here, okay, for the normal text box, value will be visible. But here, if you see, value is not visible. That is the advantage of password for. So what it is doing, not only it is for visible also it is protecting, as well as if a developer go and inspect also, it won't be visible. So only in the server we could able to see the value. So this is how it is protected. So value, if you try to access this password, it won't be visible. So only thing, so here if you see OHCD74, something like this. So now the what is your password? Admin123, which won't be visible. Okay. So this is how our MVC application will work. This is the login form. Okay. So what we did from beginning, we have created the model, which is your login model. And we have created the controller with two actions. One is normal actions, one is post action. And then we have created the view based on the view. Okay. We have fetched the model here. So we have created a begin form. We have mentioned the action name, controller name, and what is the method type post. And then we have created the username, password, text boxes, and then two buttons like login and cancel. So here button type submit, why we want to do the form post. So then once you do the submit, it will go to login controller sign up action. So here we have to handle the logic here. So how to handle the logic, we'll see tomorrow.